Hello there, Cancer. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for May 2020. I'm so glad to have you back at the channel. Welcome to new and returning subscribers, as well as people that it's their first time here at the channel. I realized I did not do a reading for the mid-month of April. My schedule has just really gotten a lot busier, guys, and I'm so sorry I did not post those. But what I'm going to do, just because it's going to be more efficient for my time, is I'm going to just do for the monthlies, I'll do one, big monthly at the start of each month. And then we're going to, of course, always do our full moon readings. And hopefully, I'll sometimes have time to do mid-month updates, especially when there's something big planetarily happening. Hopefully I'll get to start doing things like love readings or, checking in with Venus, because we have so much going on with that as well. But I just wanted to let you guys know that that's kind of what I'm doing. So, this will be a little bit nicer because I can spend a little longer on, just one big monthly reading rather than trying to break it down into two and make them shorter. So this will give you a fuller reading overall. So I think it's going to work out. So just as always, guys, a few quick notes of gratitude. Thank you so much for sticking with me, being a part of the channel. I appreciate every one of you. You guys are so awesome. And I really do feel that from you. And it's helped a lot through difficult days, I know, because we're all feeling that right now. So I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe and healthy out there. So, and being good to yourself. Cancer, you tend to be a homebody sign. So, I think that of all the signs, that Cancer would be one that would overall excel really well on staying close to the home fires, because you guys definitely have the gift for enjoying that home realm and routines. So, first, a few quick notes before we get started, that this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with every single Cancer, so if these messages do make sense to you, then they are meant for you. If they don't make sense to you, kick them on out to another Cancer, or revisit this reading in another week or so. Sometimes it will make more sense then. This will mostly be corresponding with Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs, and all Cancer cross-watchers are welcome to join in as well. If you have any interest in a personal reading, or would like to know more about any of the card decks that I use during my sessions, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all of that information is down below in the description box. Also, be sure to give that subscribe button a click and join the dragon family, and also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know you enjoy this content. So with all of that out of the way, guys, let's go ahead and start talking a little bit about your astrology, what's going on for Cancer this month. We do have a lot of movements, a lot of retrograde planets are coming up. We already moved into Pluto going retrograde, so we do have that already in effect. That will be going on for another 5 months. So Scorpio energy is associated with Pluto. It's very deep, very psychological. And when that is in retrograde, we all feel that, deep digging back into the secrets, back into the mysteries, and many of the secrets and mysteries, not just within ourselves, but within other people and around the world, many times get revealed. So if you've been kind of had your feeling like, something I don't know about such and such or someone, give it time. This is kind of things are going to start getting revealed over the next 5 months. So keep that on the horizon. Also by mid-month, we will have Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn going retrograde. Our big full moon in Scorpio is also coming up. So that will definitely be impactful for you, Cancer. The time of Taurus that we're in right now, as the sun is moving through the sign of Taurus, is actually very, very positive for Cancer. It's an earth sign. It creates a sextile aspect, which in astrology creates a lot of opportunity, a lot of beautiful, abundant outcomes and beginnings for you. So be aware of that is actually a very positive thing that's happening right now. So let's go ahead. I'm going to just pull some major themes for you as we start pulling some cards, and then I'm going to also pull a full tarot spread to get a bigger story for your month of May. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising sign of Cancer as we do their reading for the month of May 2020. Please protect their energy as well as mine throughout the session and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. Interesting, Cancer. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune as your card from the Major Arcana for the month of May. Interesting enough, Gemini also had this card as their Major Arcana. So to me, this is things moving forward, usually in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is a very lucky card, especially if you've kind of been stagnant or things have been stalled out for a while. This is something that starts to get that energy moving again. The signs that are represented in the Wheel of Fortune are Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. So if you have any of those signs in your life or in your chart, that's going to mean even more for you. So let's pull a chakra crystal card. Let's see what crystal or gemstone is best for you to work with for the month of May, and also what chakra is coming up to be healed. Oh, this is a beautiful one, Cancer. That is the Angelite. So your angels are very close. Your spirit guides are very close. This is about connecting with your angels, connecting with the divine. And this is all about healing and working with the throat and the crown chakra. So not only are you receiving messages, through that crown chakra, receiving inspiration from the divine that way, you're also being able to speak and communicate that, and they are able to speak and communicate that to you as well. So if you are able to get some angelite, it's a very nice, beautiful blue stone. You might be able to find some. Usually I can find gemstones pretty cheap on like eBay or Etsy, if you don't already have that, so that you can be working with that through this month. So let's pull a animal from the Druid Animal Oracle. And we're going to see which animal spirit's coming through for you. And I have to tell you that right before I turned the camera on to start recording your reading, one of the owls that, is in residence around one of the trees around my house started hooting. No kidding. It's one of the barred owls, so it's a very distinctive hoot. And I heard that, I went, uh-oh. So the owls are coming through for Cancer. So I had to bring that up, and then we'll see which other one comes up through in the deck here. Ooh, and we got another powerful bird spirit coming up with the raven. So to me, this is to me intelligence, true wisdom coming through. Just like with the owl, there's that sense of wisdom that comes through the raven. The raven is also to me very magical, and considered both, the creator and the destroyer in many different cultures, especially like in Northwestern indigenous cultures, the raven is very important. It's all about the creator, all about, the creation of the world. So the raven is very, very powerful and very magical. So yeah, that is a powerful card, powerful animal spirit to pull through. And also, the raven, ravens and crows and corvids in general, they're just such amazing, very clever birds. They know how to come up with plans. They're able to, craft tools and figure out solutions to problems that they encounter. So this could also be some energy that's coming through about that, and just using your innate wisdom and intelligence to figure out, solutions to any tough situations that you're going through right now. So I'm going to pull a card from the Fairy Oracle. We're in the time of Taurus, which is very earthy right now, and the fairies are very strong earth spirits, so we're going to see what they've got for you as well. Oh, Cancer, so magical blessings comes up. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say that you can bless others too. So This is beautiful, pulling into the energy of the earth, using, you know, the power that you know, gain from that, the wisdom that you gain from that. And like I said, with the connections, this is very divinely connected this month, Cancer. And it's about using your intelligence, your intuition, tuning into the earth, and, you know, using that power to not just bless yourself, but also to bless others. So very, very nice. I'm really liking the energy that's coming through so far for your reading here. So let's move, Mr. Dragon. We're going to get into your tarot. Oops, there goes my astrology chart. It's always what I read from there. Always checking out those planet motions. So we're going to start out with, I'm going to be using 2 decks today, the Tarot of Dreams and also the regular Rider-Waite to clarify. I always like to use 2 decks because it really shows if the energy doubles up, especially if we get the same card from 2 different decks. That's always pretty awesome. So Spirit, what do you have for our Cancers out there for May 2020, please? Lots of options here, Cancer. Oh my goodness. Yes. Very, very strong. So right here in the center, where you are right now, we have the 7 of Cups. This can be a little bit confusing energy for you. This is definitely water energy, mostly Scorpio, but you were included in that. Many times this could be a place or a stage in your life where you have a lot of different options or even just a couple of options, and it's like, oh gosh, I don't know which one to choose. All of them look pretty good, but this is a time, again, you know, to use your intuition, use your intelligence, because it's important to make sure that you're looking at what's actually in each of these cups. It's like some of them have, you know, rubies or diamonds, but some of them also have a poisonous snake. So you've got to be careful which one you put your hands in. So, you know, right now, you know, like I said, this is always general, so take it as it resonates. So it could be, you know, choosing between a job. It could be choosing between a place to live. But because this is Cups, many times it is trying to make a decision about somebody romantically. So for any of you Cancers out there that maybe have more than one choice, more than one option of who you could be, you know, connecting with or going out with, that could be part of it too. So I always say with this card to take your time. You don't have to rush. You know, steady is better, right? Slow and steady wins the race with this. So don't feel like you have to make a decision, you know, before you're ready. But then the Ace of Wands comes up on top of that card, Cancer. So to me, that is passionate new beginnings. This is the divine energy coming through, very fiery, very bold, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So if you do make a choice, I think it will be divinely blessed. That is a very, very strong card coming through. In your immediate past, we have that Knight of Pentacles. So there he is, slow but steady wins the race. So you definitely have been in this process for a while of working through, you know, the energy and being on this journey for a while. This has not been something that's super, super simple for you. But the beautiful thing about that Knight of Pentacles is that he always gets to the finish line. The other knights don't always make it, right? They get distracted. Things may, you know, knock them off of their path. But that Knight of Pentacles is very solid, very stable, and very determined. And it might take him longer to get there, but he always gets there. So that's very, very strong. And ooh, look at that. For some of my Cancers, it's definitely about a relationship. So some of you, what I feel is that, you know, you've been moving very slowly, very steady with somebody. Could even be someone you feel is like super soulmate, but you've been making sure to take it slow and steady and not rush because you don't want to mess it up, and you want to make sure that you're, you know, choosing the right person and it's the right, you know, timing for both of you. But what I feel right now as you're moving into the month of May is that things start to move, you know, a little faster, maybe a lot faster, but you're definitely going to be making some kind of decision because the options are there on the table. But like I said, use your intuition, Cancer. Everybody's different. Everyone's timing is different. So if you need to take more time, you take more time. But for those Cancers that are like ready and they feel it, it's like, this is a good time, good timing. Going into the immediate future, we do have that 10 of Swords. So ouch, ouch, ouch. My Cancers have definitely been through some times here. And going into the future, though, this is saying that this cycle is going to be completed. If you've been let down in the past, if you've had any disappointments, pains, heartaches, and goodness, who hasn't, right? You know, this is going to be a thing where it really comes to an ending, comes to a completion. And for many of you, you know, this is a mental energy card, Cancer. So it could also be you finally being able to let go of some of those, you know, mental pains, anguishes, frustrations, feelings that have been very, very tough for you intellectually. And yes, for a lot of my Cancers, you know, this has to do with having been betrayed, having been lied to, people that have not been honest with you in the past. And so for those of you that have gone through that, I'm so sorry. And I think that what is going to happen here is that, you know, you are recovering from that. And something that's very important that Spirit's bringing in here is that, you know, you've learned that lesson. If somebody hurt you, if somebody betrayed you, that doesn't say anything bad about you. That says something about them. It's not about you having done something wrong. If you trusted somebody and they hurt you, that is on them, not on you. And you have learned the lesson to just be, you know, vigilant and watch for the signs, right? So, but to me, for most of you, what I'm really feeling is that this is you healing from this. This is you being able to finally put to rest some of these really, you know, nasty things that people have done to you in the past, because that's just a betrayal. That's a backstab combination right there. On the undercurrent, what you're going, you know, what you're focusing on and what's coming through on the subconscious is the Temperance card. It's a very beautiful card with the angelic being, you know, balancing the water and the fire, those two very, you know, strong sides of our emotions. And this to me is a Sagittarius card, of course. And so that Sagittarius energy to me is about, you know, seeking the truth, not being afraid to be a pioneer, not being afraid to move forward. So there's something inside of you, you know, Cancer, right now, that you are moving forward. You are seeing the full truth. All the things are coming to light. Like I said about Pluto being in retrograde, anything that's done in the dark will always come to light. And so if there's somebody, and I'm getting that too, is that some of my Cancers out there, it's something, for some of you, it's bigger than just a personal betrayal. It was like bigger. Like this could have been, you know, corporate level or business level or even government level, like betrayal or something that went down and maybe only you knew about it and you feel like they got away with it. But give it time, because a lot of the time, you know, that Temperance and then the Pluto going retrograde, you know, it's like I said, things that are done in the dark come to light. So, but for you, you're staying focused on truth. Oh my God, look at this. Okay, that's what I said about cards doubling up. There's Temperance on top of Temperance from two different decks, guys. So angelic energy, water and fire and balance. Look at 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the land, in the emotions, in the intuition, and also in the logic and on the practical side. So guys, very, very strong. This is beautiful. Also, if you have Sagittarius in your chart or you know someone who's a Sag, this could be very important as well. But to me, this is all about you getting balanced, staying on a path of truth, wisdom, and enlightenment. So very beautiful. Going on to the top, this is the message from Spirit crowning the spread. We've got the 10 of Wands. So yet again, another completion, another end to a burdensome cycle, because you see how bowed down the figure is. And it's like, I just can't take anymore. This is Spirit really recognizing that you have been through the ringer. This is Saturn energy coming through that card. Again, it's Sagittarius. So these are hard lessons. These are lessons of, you know, truth and, you know, finding your personal truth and sometimes, you know, sorting it out amidst, you know, a lot of people's lies and deception. So Cancer, this is some tough energy in some of this, but the power that is coming out of it that you are going to be working with is amazing. It really is. And so on top of this, this is just, you know, you've had a lot of conflict within about this, and sometimes conflict with other people about this. It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy. That is a tussle card. That is stress. It's friction. It's challenge. So to me, yet again, just like with that sword energy, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, these are both difficult cycles that are coming to an end. And, you know, these are things that caused you a lot of stress, a lot of frustration, a lot of mental anxiety. So let's get into some advice. Let's see what's going to come up the side to find out how to handle all of this, Cancer. Yep. Lots of action, guys. So new beginning, suggested approach. Cancer, I feel for you. I'm a Capricorn and Cancer is my polarity. So I know that we are signs that have a hard time letting go of the past and moving to the new beginning. But this is a card that's really suggesting with that Two of Wands. Look at the bright new doors opening. It's like the more that you can let go of the past and, you know, go towards that bright new beginning and future, the better. And this is energy from Aries. This is energy from Mars. So it is all about action. It's all about taking the next step. So let's check out a clarifier. Yes, and the Tower card comes in. So, you know, Cancer, what that always feels like to me is Spirit is reaching in to intervene. If you're not willing to kind of let go of those old constructs that no longer serve you, Spirit will intervene and remove them from your path. To me, the Tower card can be disruptive, but it's really not a bad thing. You know, it is Mars energy as well. And, you know, and what you need to know, the Tower's coming through again from the other deck. So you got the Tower doubled up, you got the Temperance doubled up. So to me, this is about divine action. It's not a bad thing, the Tower. This is really about Spirit coming in to intervene and create some motion and some action to remove old constructs and old things that just don't work for you anymore, that aren't for your highest good. And look at that. See the Hanged Man there, Cancer. It's like if you have felt like you were just waiting, feeling in limbo, feeling like somebody's got you out on that ledge and they're just not giving you the answers, Spirit's going to come in and give you the answers, and they might strike some lightning right on somebody that hasn't been treating you right too. That's a feeling I do get. King of Coins in the hopes and fears position. So really, this is about you, you know, wanting to keep your stability, wanting to keep your balance, and kind of being worried that, you know, you won't be able to, but I believe that you can. This is Capricorn energy. It's Taurus. It's Virgo. We're in the time of Taurus. So, you know, Cancer, in the midst of all this, it's time for you to just pull in solidly, because there are some really good things in your life going on. And you shouldn't ignore those at all, even if other things are really chaotic and hectic. And yeah, right now, give it some time, give it some patience, because we do have the Moon card. You are ruled by the Moon, and Pisces is also the energy behind the Moon card. So sometimes things might be a little bit unclear, a little bit confusing as to how to tap into your stability and your security. But to me, the Moon is all about using your intuition. And we got a lot of cards coming out at the beginning that are about using your intuition. So very important to not ignore those feelings from Spirit, those little taps that we all get. And if we ignore them so much of the time, right, things don't turn out so great. But if we listen and go, oh yeah, I hear that, I feel that little uneasy feeling, you know, and pay attention to it, things go a lot better. So outcome card, a lot of action here for you, Cancer, with the Knight of Wands coming out. Yet again, very strong fire energy. Lot of strong fire energy. Got a lot of Jupiter, got a lot of Mars, Aries, Sagittarius, very strongly on the board. We've also got, you know, Uranus energy to me, a little bit of Aquarius, you know, very, very strongly coming through here. So, whew, a lot on the board here, Cancer. So let's check out a clarify for that Knight of Wands. And we have the Lovers. So like I said, brand new beginnings. Could be brand new beginnings in love and partnership. This is Gemini energy. Venus is in Gemini until August, guys. So this is all about communication, all about speaking your truth, talking to the people that you love and care about, letting them know you do, taking that positive and affirmative action. So woo, hot reading, guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. Could be a lot of feelings of chaos, but I think that a lot of the discomfort that you are feeling is from one cycle closing out and another one getting ready to be birthed. So let's pull a affirmation card from the Making Magic deck, and we'll just get a last word of advice for you. Oh, very, very nice card. The Awen, the 3 rays of light. So balancing male and female energies, peace, harmony, and balance for you, Cancer. So that is a beautiful sigil. You can use that when you meditate. You could write it, you know, put it in your journal, you know, about balancing the two sides. Very interesting that we had that Lovers card come out at the end, because for all of you out there that are working on balancing or healing a relationship, that is a very, very strong symbol for that. So Cancer, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful month of May, and I will be talking to you very soon. Take care.